It is confirmed that 200cc will not be in Mario Kart World, however DLC in the future has been teased. Let's get into it. So Mario Kart World launches in just 2 days. I'm very excited for it, but in this video we're actually going to be talking about a recent interview which talks about 200cc and potential future updates. In a recent interview with the game's producer, they actually revealed that 200cc won't be in the game, but they haven't ruled out the idea of future updates coming to the game further down the road to add more features like 200cc, and this makes us wonder, could more DLC come to Mario Kart World further down the line? Before we get started with today's video, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button and also liking, because that does help us out. So today's Nintendo news update actually comes from Nintendo Everything. Go check them out in the description, that's where I found out this news. And the quote from the producer is this: "Some players are really happy with the addition of the higher difficulty modes like this. However, does that mean we're going to consider adding engine sizes that are larger than 150cc to Mario Kart World? I'm afraid I can't say that just yet." So yes, this is very strange to hear the Mario Kart producer talking about this. Does this mean we could see DLC in the future? Now, of course, Mario Kart 8 had lots of DLC throughout its life. It had DLC on the Wii U, it had 2 waves of DLC, and that added different Nintendo characters. It also got a free update for 200cc and a few free updates further down the line. I believe like a Mercedes crossover happened, as well as a Legend of Zelda crossover. So at this point, DLC, both paid and also free, is kind of expected of the Mario Kart series. It happened a lot with Mario Kart 8, both on the Wii U and the Switch, so I wouldn't be surprised if it happened for the Switch 2 as well. Now, is that the right thing to do? Nintendo has seen a lot of backlash about Mario Kart World. They've seen lots of backlash about the price of the game being $80, so yeah, to add some paid DLC at this point, if 200cc was paid, I feel like that would really annoy a lot of people, so I don't feel like paid DLC is the right option here. I feel like if we did paid DLC, there'd be lots and lots of people very angry because they've paid $80 for the base game. Now, to be fair, that price that people are paying, that could actually be like more justified if all DLC going forward was completely free. And in my opinion, that's what Nintendo is doing. They're teasing some free DLC updates here. They're talking about some kind of update, some extra modes, some free additional content being added into Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World does not need a season pass, it does not need DLC. I feel like that will anger a lot of people, so yes, I'm all for Nintendo adding more content to Mario Kart World. I like it when they have games and then they keep updating them, keeping the games fresh, keeping the games more relevant for a longer period of time. I like when Nintendo does that. That's why I like Splatoon so much. So I want them to do that with Mario Kart World, but I feel like because they've charged so much for it, it's the most expensive Nintendo game ever pretty much, they shouldn't really be having any kind of paid DLC. The DLC should all be free because we've paid so much extra. But on the topic of DLC, what should Nintendo do for DLC? I would love Nintendo to do just some free DLC, starting off with obviously 200cc. I feel like that would be a very good choice. It's just an easy extra mode to add into the game, and it makes the game a little bit more challenging. So yes, 200cc should be added into the game, and it seems like Nintendo is doing that. I would also like Nintendo to add in some more characters. I know lots of characters already in Mario Kart World. Just a few more free character updates would be very good to see, kind of like what we see with the Mario Sports games. And something that I would really like to see is the idea of adding in more Nintendo characters. Now, I want to do a video on this down the line in the future, but the idea of them doing things like adding in Zelda again, or Animal Crossing, or Kirby, just different Nintendo characters, could work really well with Mario Kart World. We could have like little different mini worlds that you could race around. You could add in Hyrule into Mario Kart World and explore that world, or add a Kirby world in there or a Donkey Kong world. I feel like that would be really, really fun, and Nintendo should definitely do that. That is probably something that would fit better for like some paid DLC, but I feel like Nintendo shouldn't really do the paid DLC thing, so maybe we actually won't see big updates like that, because that kind of thing usually has to be a paid DLC, and I don't believe Nintendo should really do some paid DLC for Mario Kart World. We could see that, we could definitely see them do that, and I feel like people might be more likely to pay for some paid DLC if it's like a Donkey Kong world or a Kirby world, or imagine a Pokemon world where you can drive around a Pokemon region. That would be very, very cool. But yes, I feel like some DLC is definitely coming, whether it's free or whether it's paid. Nintendo is now officially teasing it, and yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Now, of course, I feel like Nintendo wants to leave it at least a month until after the launch of Mario Kart World, or maybe a few weeks. I don't feel like we'll hear something before launch. Of course, we only are 2 days away, so I believe we'll have to wait about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe up to a month, before we hear anything about updates. But yeah, I believe the next Nintendo Direct will definitely hear something like a free update, like a few more characters, a few more missions, that kind of thing in the open world. We'll definitely hear something in the future from Nintendo. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you believe the comments made about future Mario Kart updates is true? Do you feel like we'll see some updates in the future? Are you upset that 200cc isn't in the game from launch? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you want free updates if you're paying $80 for a game? Do you want it to be complete? You know, would you pay for some paid DLC if it meant there's like a Zelda world you can like drive around in, or there's a Kirby world you could drive around in, or a Metroid world, or yeah, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below, everyone. I do want to do a Mario Kart DLC wish list video, so I'm probably going to work on that after we get the game out and we know what's actually included in the game. So yeah, that video is probably going to be coming pretty soon, but yeah, I want to play the game first. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below, everyone. Are you upset by this? Are you happy about this? Are you happy with paying $80 for Mario Kart World? And if you are paying that much for Mario Kart World, do you want all the DLC to be free, or do you want a complete game? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below, everybody. I will try and read as many as I possibly can. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you are doing so. I'm trying to make as much Nintendo Switch 2 content before and after the launch. As soon as we find out new information, I'm going to try and make as much content as possible. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you are doing so. And thank you to everybody that has subscribed, because it does really help us out. We are nearly at 3,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you are doing so. With all of that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another one.